very
fine.
possible I won't. Okay, so we are going live. I always say we're live in the beginning. It's a thing. I have a challenge. I have to do it. But let's get started here. For anybody that's joining us, please chime in the chat. Let us know you're here. Tell us what a stupid idea we have. Make fun of us, especially Spence Dog up here in the right corner, which we're going to have to get to what the heck that's about.
Yeah.
Taylor, you are probably the newest to this crew and have been kind of dumped into this. Why don't you introduce yourself and tell everybody who you are, and then what the heck you got roped into here a little bit.
Hey everyone, Matt, Dom, Spence Dog. I am so happy to be here today. My name is Taylor Keith. I am Senior Channel Program Manager over here at Pax8. So what me and my team do, you may have seen me and us at some of our events. We pretty much do Pax8 programs outside of Beyond. So these are going to be mission briefings, momentums, boot camps like we're going to talk about today, everything Microsoft security, things like that. I'm super excited to be a part of this event that Matt and Dom and everyone's going to dive into here in a bit. Part of what I love about what I get to do is work with extremely innovative, creative people like these three here on this call. Yeah,
I can't. There we go. I was trying to point, but I can't get my left right here, so I'm failing like epically. But yeah, Taylor, welcome to the team. It's been, this is kind of a fun event, and I'll kick off what is this event really quickly, and then we'll get over here and address Mr. Spence Dog Hacklock. But this event is kind of the culmination of something Dom and I kicked around. What, Dom? 3 years ago, when did we do the
the throwdown?
Yeah. Oh yeah,
the
throwdown.
That was like in the midst of the vid.
It was
been a minute.
Right at the end of the vid. In fact, we had to fill a slot for a conference that had canceled, if I remember, or something to that nature. Oh man. And what was it, Dom? What were we trying to solve with that? What were we shifting from the norm?
I mean, our goal has always been to do immersive sort of tactical learning, right? And I think we're starting to accomplish that. The throwdown was like an experiment of can we put Matt and Dom on a stage for 8 hours straight to teach people. That was rough. But this is a far more organized 2-day version of that. And the goal is to get rid of the PowerPoint pitches and the here's why you should buy my tool. And let's just actually use the tools, right? Let's actually show you how they function, let them function, make silly decisions. And hopefully you come out of an event like this having experienced something, right? It's a full-blown tabletop. You get to see, touch, feel, etc.
Yeah. In fact, we built 4T engineering. In fact, this kind of like evolved. I won't go through the whole evolution, but it started as what Dom's point, a demonstrative, try to actually make people see something. And there's challenges with that. One of the things that I found was even when we did that, maybe 30-ish% of the people were typing on their keyboards and doing stuff and trying to follow along and be down the path of it, when it could be that way. And it's always that case, it seems. And then the other side of that is if you go completely non-involved, people don't get their hands in it, right? There was a study that says if you just write with a blank pen, you'll remember more. And there's something about that kinesthetic learning. It's how I like to learn, is by doing stuff and breaking stuff. And so anyway, short story is we decided to put on kind of a bit of a play, a bit of a murder mystery theater, right, Taylor? And that was kind of the thing that you're smiling about it now, but that you found fun was this kind of theater and murder mystery thing. And tell us a little bit about that and what we do, in your words, because you're not the nerdy one in this group, right? We're the nerdy ones in this group, the three of us on the left here in this Brady bunch.
Yeah, 100%. I mean, basically what you guys have built and what we're going to be doing, it's all, things that you're going to be running into in the real world. And, when these attacks happen and when we go through this, it is kind of, getting to the meat of what actually happened, what caused this, and kind of where that murder mystery comes in is like a lot of that is the human element and what does that look like. So it's a really cool, interesting, interactive, real thing that you're going to be experiencing at this event.
All right, now I just have to ask, Spence Dog.
Yeah, man.
Yourself, and then tell me what the heck Spence Dog Hacklock's all about. Is that what your mom and dad named you? I mean, I don't want to throw
I wouldn't be surprised with those guys, but my Christian name is Spencer Blacklock, so it's close enough, right? Spence Dog Hacklock. But yeah, so really related to our CTF that we're running at this boot camp. Yeah, it's not like a normal CTF though. It's more might just have to do with the actual boot camp itself, running along with what we're doing the whole time there. But yeah, Matt, I don't know if you have any more scintillating details to offer up there.
I might have even set this up for that purpose, in the sense that we do have a CTF that we're going to play along with this. And to your point, I love CTFs. I'm a huge fan. I love gamification in general. I grew up with a Nintendo controller in my hand, playing, Legends of Zelda and sneaking off to the arcade. So I absolutely love gamification. So Taylor decided to pull out her credit card, I guess, and buy a whole bunch of stuff for us to give away, just so I could have this stupid gamification thing. But we're going to be giving away some prizes, and we're just going to be asking.
Pens.
What's that?
So many pens. Many pens.
All pens. Just pen. No, but seriously though, we have some professional services from Dom's team that's available for giveaway, so you can go make profit and solve a project. We've got an actual ticket to Beyond coming up that we're going to be giving away. Super excited about that. Phyllis Lee's going to be our key. Okay, never mind. So moving past that, but we also have a couple of Hack 5 kits that we're going to be giving away as well, right? So we have Dom and my couple of Hack 5 kits that were picked out by Dom, and a few other prizes as we're going to keep going. But essentially what we're doing is a boot camp tied CTF that is themed to the boot camp that we're doing for the company. When you show up at our boot camp, you're going to be an employee of a small SaaS and hardware as a service vendor that helps solve world problems, that has just received $100 million in funding. And we're going to watch them build up their world, maybe make some mistakes. And we're going to hope that you can pick those mistakes out. And then we're going to dig through what might happen as a result of some of those mistakes and try to figure out who the threat actor might be and what's happening. So I'm giving away a little bit more, but I really want you to understand how much fun we think this is going to be. We did one run of this last year in November. I think we had 120 or so people there. It was a blast. I died laughing from minute one to the end, and it was awesome. So this will be really fun. We've got some challenges in here that'll be able to get for points, such as visiting booths, solving some of our prizes, solving some of the things that come up in the storyline that I'm not showing yet. But it's 2 days of immersive, hands-on, in our case, and very much if you want to participate, we will also let you do so. Digging in, trying to solve challenges, and learning as you go. We'll also potentially maybe even see some really modern attack techniques. And Dom may have even convinced certain AI things to do bad things for him, potentially. That we could even do a side talk on that, couldn't we, Dom? Actually,
we could do a whole talk on how easy it is to convince AI to write spooky code.
Yeah, for sure. And how quickly you can change the context just a little bit and ask it to do so. You're like, but I'm a researcher. Oh, that's all you had to say. I'm good. You can have this. No problem. I digress.
Would you like to add some keygen music to that?
Yeah. Would you like super annoying music that never mind. Maybe we're giving away too much. But the point is, we think this is going to be a really fun immersive. You'll actually have a Microsoft account that you can sign into, that is somewhere if you've ever wanted to just maybe do some things you shouldn't do or click on things you shouldn't click on. We're going to give you some safe environments to do that in, and on stage, and in ways that we can talk about it and showcase it. This is a really fun event. All right. Don't want to beat everybody to death with this. We hope you'll register.
I do want to show you what we mean by isolated environment, because sometimes you show up and it's like, go to this real spooky link on the laptop you brought with you. But I have these laptops in my office that we're literally you're going to get a machine that isn't yours, that is on its own network. And we're going to tinker with it and attack those.
I don't want to misspeak that we have hundreds of these. We will
you're going to have to volunteer quick
time on these environments and be able to detonate and do some things that we want to show.
I don't have time to reimage 120.
Yeah. I mean, we have like 5. I mean, so we've done quite a bit to get these ready and have everything where it needs to be. But we're super excited. We hope you'll join us. We've already got a pretty full crowd. I think, Taylor, we're closer to our original full list anyway. But if we get enough registrations, I'm going to force Taylor to let us register more. So maybe I just said that out loud and didn't check or verify that I could actually do that up front. I would never accomplish such a thing. But anyways, yeah. Any closing words from anybody on this, or anything else we want to add? Like what else we got going on? We've got a bunch of vendor sponsors. I'll say Sophos was awesome and came in they're going to have big plans for them. This is going to be really fun with Sophos. DefenseX is going to be super awesome, and we can showcase some really cool things that you can do to protect yourself with both of those tools. And then Avanon come in as a clutch third primary sponsor that is going to be doing some really neat stuff for us too. And if you think about it, where are modern attacks these days, Dom? Where do modern attacks hit us typically?
It's all about that identity.
Yeah, man.
It's all about that identity.
It's all about that
thing. Like, you know, Matt and I have been telling you for years, you need to red team. You need to see how this works. And then you go back into the daily MSP grind. I know we've been there, right? This is an opportunity for you to come out. We're going to force you to do a little red teaming, to do a little analysis. We've got code for you to look at. We've got kill chains that we're building out. We want you to see how this works, because then you're going to understand how our vendors and sponsors actually work. But more importantly, when you see these types of activities, which you're going to, or you have, right, you're going to understand what exactly the threat actor is doing operationally, and it's really going to equip you as a defender. So I saw Matt put the link there. Speaking of scary links, but that'll take you to the registration. Go get registered and join us in Chicago.
And if you don't trust Dom, which I don't blame you in any way, you could go search for Pax8 Security Bootcamp Chicago and hope that the search algorithms love you more than Dom's links love you, right? That's the balance you have to make in your own head. But no, this is going to be an awesome event. We're putting in an asynchronous amount of time into this event than probably is placed into any other event for a speech of an hour to 8 hours for 2 days. And I hope that it'll show, and I hope you'll be there to see it. And I am excited to put this on. This is last time I didn't have Dom. I didn't have the one, the only Spence-Dog Hacklock, which if you don't know Spence-Dog Hacklock, he's going to be right up on the top of them leaderboards in that CTF. By the way, in the CTF, we'll have multiple places we're giving away prizes. We have vendors allowed to give away their own prizes for understanding and digging into their products a little bit, answering questions where perhaps maybe the numpty CISO made a bad decision. I don't know if you've ever had one of those clients that you're in a commit or a co-managed relationship of a larger organization, and they just make really stupid decisions. But if you haven't, come see me make bad decisions, and we're going to have a really good time doing it. So I'm looking forward to seeing y'all. Anybody else want to have any closing words? Spence-Dog or Taylor or Tom?
We hope to see you there. You're really not going to want to miss this. Truly. It's going to be a blast.
All right.